Hi everyone, I'm really excited because I've just got this parcel arrive and I'm just going to open it and show you what is inside. Wow, Miniature Enchanted Forest. This is Johanna Basford's newest book. It's a smaller version of the main Enchanted Forest book. I haven't got the full-size version of the book here to show you, but it is a small, you can see how small it is. Now, as you see, I've just opened it, so I haven't looked at it, but I thought I would do a little flip through on camera to have a look at the book. So as you can see, the cover is a little bit different to the original one, and let's go ahead and open. So this is the UK version, by the way. I don't know, I know there are different versions in different countries. So we've got this sort of flap with the leaf design inside and the title, whoops. And then this looks different to the original book. Look, we've got this sort of rounded design here. And there is this book belongs to title page. It's the same actually as the original book. We have a little welcome to page. Now let's start. So this is very similar to the Miniature Secret Garden by the looks of it, where we get a smaller version of a picture on the facing page, which I think is great fun, and I will be colouring some of these in and doing tutorials because I love doing these smaller pictures. And so this one is the castle page. We've got the sort of flourish and sword on this side. I'm not particularly well zoomed in. I'm wondering whether to zoom in a bit more so you can see it. That's it. And now you won't see the whole page, but I can show you. You might be familiar with the pictures anyway from the book. So we've got the double page spread. I'll take it out just a little bit. There we go. So here's the lovely owl page, and here we've got a little group of leaves. And we've got the squirrel page. We've got lovely acorns and oak leaves. I love colouring acorns. That would be lovely fun. Might be one I tackle first. And the lovely circle with the little owls. And we've got a little cute owl here with a few of the flowers and leaves on. So that's very pretty. And we've got the pair of birds on this one from this bird page. I have to say the mushroom and the blackberries are partly my favourite from this page. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it in the middle. This is interesting. Look, this page, he's normally right in the middle and split across the page on the main book, and it's all been shifted across a little bit. So this part goes to the end of the design, but it's slightly cut off at this end. That makes it a little bit different to colour, so that'll be interesting. And this is our bird page, and this, I think, is a slightly smaller version of this page in that some of it is cut off at the edges, so that's quite interesting. So it's not so intricate and small. And here we have their double page. This is slightly smaller as well. If you look at the bottom, I'm sure that it goes down a little bit more on the original book. Also something to note is it doesn't go right down into the spine like the original printed book does. And we have the sort of pyramid of animals and the rabbits. I always think the rabbits are getting married. I don't know why, so I've always thought they are. And our lovely bunny and hedgehog design. And the sort of flowery swirl. Acorns and lovely chest, treasure chest. And here's our squirrel and fox. They don't look too small in the miniature size. And this is a lovely spread. I really love this page, and it's no smaller in the sense that I don't think much of it has been cut off at the edge compared to the original, maybe a little bit. Oh, and look, we have our lovely tree trunk one here, and look, we have some of the mushrooms here. That's another lovely one to colour, isn't it? Wow. And this one, which always looks a bit like a stained glass window design, and we've got a few parts of it here, the lovely mushrooms and a few of the flowers. That's rather nice. That's sort of this bit here, really. Sorry, I'm not holding it very still. It's because it's new, it's not holding open very well. And here we have this lovely ribbony design. It's really pretty, that page. And this is a little extract of this page. It's chopped off a bit, but we've got lovely flowers and things there, and the dragonfly in its full beauty, and the mushroom castle. And this again, I think there's less items than on the original page there. I could compare it page by page if I wasn't too lazy to go and get my book and too excited, but I'm sure you can do that if you want to. And we have the 2 trees. Pretty sure that is just a shrunk version of the original size. And look, this one's slightly cut off. Can you see how it goes off the edge of the page so that it isn't, it's a more manageable sized colour, which I think is nice. And the lovely hot air balloon and the feathers. And on this page we have the tree, but opposite, look, we have some of these pretty leaves, and down here we have the cute little mouse. This page has got a few dots on it which aren't supposed to be there. Never mind. Here we have lovely tree house and just some of the leaves there. I always find these interesting, wonder whether to colour that the same as I might colour it in there, or do them differently, or you know, you could do design around it. I think it's really fun. And the tree houses. Ah, this is a lovely double page as well. Again, you know, do you do them matching or differently, contrasting, or even clashing? It's great fun. And another lovely double page. I'm actually working on this one at the moment from the larger version of the book, so that's interesting. So I probably won't do this one for a while, as I've been procrastinating finishing it because I've got involved with another project. It's not like me, but I've been using my new Arteza pencils to play around with things. Here is our underground scene. And this is another lovely sort of ribbon design. I'm pretty sure all of that is there. This is a favourite of a lot of people as well. I like this one because you can do the background here and the background here, and it's not a very big area even on the original book, but here it's even smaller, so it could be quite fun to practice. And we've got a lovely little bit here with the fish and the ducks. That's really cute. And Mr. Frog. He's another favourite, I think, from Enchanted Forest for a lot of people. And look, the bugs are just expanded over onto this page. You could even draw in a few more if you wanted, I guess. Or because I don't draw a lot, I might trace them and put more there if I wanted. Oh, and look at that. It's just a cute little lantern. How beautiful. And this is the page that's on the front, look. It's that one. But the boat's been taken out, do you see? I really like this page as well. I've seen it done absolutely beautifully, and it always makes me want to redo it every time I see someone's new pretty version. Oh, it's snowing, I've just noticed. No, sorry, getting distracted. And we have the lovely heron and the reeds and things on this one, so we can do a little bit there. Now this is the skull, and what's interesting here is we've got the spider bit. Look, oh, that's rather fun. Have a play with that. And here's our bird, and we've just got the eggs there, which is nice. I haven't actually tried to colour eggs so they look nice and rounded. I haven't done this picture for ages, so that'll be fun. And this one here, we've got a little bit here, look, with some flowers and a few of the leaves and the butterfly, so that's rather nice. And we have this owl page with these swirly bits. I'm always stuck for inspiration on what to do for those. I need to have a go at it and really think, maybe some gold or silver, I'm not sure. And this one, lovely unicorns. We have a maze. The mazes I always really find a lot of fun. And look, we have a little bird with a few bits of leaves here. That would be a nice one to colour. And this double page spread, that one's always fun. You know, do you do them the same or different? It could be a good one to practice sky because there's not too much, it's not too daunting. And this one, It's quite fine. I usually do it in pen. It's even finer in this book, so I suspect a fine liner might be needed. And we've got this little design here to practice on or to have a go at, so that's fun. Oh, this is just the little bird with a key in its mouth. And he is there, look, in this picture, which is the gate. That's fun. We have the lock here. I'm thinking, I wonder how the dragons is a fold out page, isn't it? How's that going to work? So we have the 3 trees and a bit of the inside of the lock there to colour. And on this page we have our lovely lion. And look, that's different. That's one of the gargoyles with the fire. They're from the earlier page. So that's interesting. That's fun. I like that. Now, this is the fold out page for the dragon. It isn't a fold out page though. I've never coloured this. To be honest, I leave it black and white. But it looks beautiful as it is, don't you think? But anyway, I might have to have a go at that. Wonder about grayscale. Oh, there's our dragon. Look at that. Wow. And here is the lovely, I adore this picture, the lovely door. And there's one of the guardians, or the tops of these. I don't know, I think of them as guardians. And look, here are the brand new pictures. So look at that. A boat with trees and mushrooms and a lawn. Oh, that is gorgeous. And this one is the same boat. Whoops, sorry, trying to get it into shot. But we've got more detail. We've got a lovely border and some smoke and water. Oh, aren't they lovely? Absolutely stunning. And then last of all, oh my goodness, look at that. Have we seen that? I've seen a glimpse of this one before, and I remember Johanna saying it was for a very special project. I thought it was a polar bear, but no, it's a bear for our woods. Oh, so gorgeous. Oh, that's amazing. And then at the back, we have a little message from Johanna. No, about Johanna, sorry. And this little design. And we have a continuing, that's the same as on the front cover with the flap. The flap is very similar. The pattern's at the top rather than the bottom. And then there's the back. So that's absolutely lovely. So thank you for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the sneak peek. I think I've actually managed to get my book quite early, so I've been very lucky, so I can do this little sneak peek for anyone who's wondering what it was like. So that's great. And please like the video if you liked it, so I know that you like this sort of video and I can do more if I've got more books that I can do. And also, if you subscribe to my channel, you will get notifications when new videos come out, so that will help you if you're interested in seeing any more. So thank you so much for watching, and happy colouring! Hi everyone, I have finished my Miniature Enchanted Forest and I thought I would share a flip through with you. Thank you for joining me. Anyone who's new to the channel, I know the flip throughs tend to sometimes bring in people who may not have seen the channel before. Please please consider subscribing. It does make a difference to the channel, and thank you for joining me. Now let's have a look and get started. So I've completed 2 copies of Enchanted Forest already, so this was a little bit different. It was a little more complicated because of the smaller design. I have done flip throughs of my 2 completed Enchanted Forests and a comparison flip through where you can see them both together and see how much my colouring changed. I'll leave links for those in the description, but let's get going. So I didn't do this bit. I don't always colour that these parts. I find them a little bit difficult because of the material the cover's made of. But I did colour this. It's a little bit faint. I used a Tombow erosion pencil, I think. Because this got a little bit of a mark from where that cover touches there. So I didn't do too much with that one. But I sort of started proper on this page. So it's quite a plain one to start with. Just a sort of sunshine really. Something nice and bright to draw you in, hopefully. Now this one was fun. I used a Sarah Rennie Clark colour cube card, and so it had a colour scheme for me, and I used it on there. It had black, which is really unusual for me to use a sort of black for items in the picture, but I really like this sort of autumnal theme. Now a lot of these pictures, as is that one, are coloured with Staedtler pencils because they keep their point really well, so that's what I have been doing. Now this one was quite daunting because although there's only a very small amount on the page, it's very tiny, so I decided just to use one colour, and that just made it a little bit quicker and easier for me. Had I kept chopping and changing, trying to make those acorns and things different colours, I think I wouldn't have found it so much fun, but I did enjoy that one. Now this book has these little detailed, smaller details of main pictures. Now this is different to in the main Enchanted Forest, which only has this one. This is just a little bit taken out, which is fun. And I have a tutorial video for every single one of these small ones. So that's, if you're interested, you can have a look. I'll put a link in the description to my Miniature Enchanted Forest playlist, and every video tutorial, flip through and things like that, anything that I've done from this book is in there. Now this one was fun. I didn't know what to do to make it a little bit different, and its detail around here was rather daunting for me, so I obviously did my sort of gold style compass, but I decided to do this sort of sunny type background, sunset, sunrise, whatever it is, and then use a black, that's actually a fine liner pen for the detailing around the edge, just to silhouette it across, and I found that quite fun, and I rather like how it looks, to be honest. Now again, this one I did quite a long time ago, but there is a tutorial, so you can see how I did the sort of shiny sword, that sort of thing. But this one I did rather more recently, and it is a picture that I always enjoy doing, so it's a lot of fun with all different details in there. I can't tell you which pencils I use for most of them. A lot of them, as I said before, would have been the Staedtler. Although this one, these are pastels. I think they may have been the Cores brand of pastel pencils because they're easier to colour with. But there's some green here, and I think this was a colour cube card palette as well. So we've got our pink, our blue, our green, and our sort of peachy background, which was fun. But keeping everything the same colour does make it a lot quicker, and sometimes I think it just makes the picture look rather fun. Both of these are actually tutorials, so you can watch both. This has obviously got a silver pen in the background there, shining away, which was fun to do. And we have our squirrel. Again, this one is a lovely autumnal tutorial, and this one I kept with the autumn colours. I always feel that this looks autumnal, but had fun with a sort of sunset / rise, I'm never sure which is which, in the background. Now this one, I had a real fun with this one. I think I used Bambino crayons for that tutorial. It was a really popular one actually, and it was a lot of fun. And I note I've used the gold and silver ones for that bit. I've lost the gold Bambino crayon, I don't know where it's gone. It's on the floor somewhere, I'm sure. And this one again I used a colour cube card for, which is why the owl is maybe a strange colour, but it was fun. And we have these two are really different. Again, this was a colour cube card, and I just kept everything this. It was such fun, really different, not something I would have done without the prompt of a card, but when I got that prompt with those colours, I just decided to do everything the same, and it was so fun, and I really think it's very effective. This obviously looks completely different. I just chose some pinks and purples for that one, which I did a long time ago. This one, I'm always find this picture a bit tricky. The stag never looks very happy, and the fact that Johanna, this one, normally the stag is across the spine of the book and it's a symmetrical design, but this one had been shifted so the stag wasn't in the spine, and it just didn't seem to work very well somehow in my head, and so I didn't have the enthusiasm for the colouring. I've used Giorgione pencils there, I can tell as well, which didn't go down that well, to be honest. But anyway, it is what it is. But this stag is rather better. Used a bit of soft pastel in the background there just to add something there. Kept all the birds the same colour, again because they're teeny tiny. I do have some tutorials for birds in one of the other Enchanted Forest books where they're nice and colourful, but these I just kept plain. Again, a limited palette, a bit of fun, a bit of magic with pink and purple leaves, so that was interesting. Now this one was quite the quite the bright picture. I basically was using up my gel pens, so I used glittery pens for all the leaves. Some of them are more glittery than others, and plain ones for the trunks of the tree, and then just some splodges of pastel all over the background. Really bright, really colourful. Just decided to go for it, try something different and mad. It's certainly bright. And this triangular one, get quite detailed, so I sort of kept a very limited colour palette to that one, just to make it a little bit easier for me. And this one is from a colour cube card again, so we've got reds and pinks and greys, not colours that I would necessarily, especially with this rusty red colour, put together, but it just opens the mind really to different colour combinations. This little rabbit was done last Easter for a tutorial, I think. So we've got the pastel colours on the body, and then we've got various different cloud colours with a cloud template in the background with soft pastels. It was just a bit different, and I enjoyed it. Whereas this little chap, he looks like he's done with pastel tint pencils, but with the gold inker and the bright, I can't remember what that green's called, but anyway, he's quite plain. This was a really popular page that I did, where I've used gel pens, but I've used a sparkly one around the edge where there's a line drawn by Johanna, and to sort of outline it. So that's fun. The whole page is covered in glitter now, so you can't really see that some parts are sparkly and some aren't, because it's just spread everywhere, but it was good fun. This one was quite daunting with all the acorns. I find it quite a daunting page, so I kept to a really limited colour palette. Again, the Giorgione pencils, and kept them all the same, and it just made it a lot easier for me to do. And I didn't use many different colours. There's only 3 there that I used just to keep it simple. Whereas this page I had lots of fun with. I do love this design. I've just recently done this one for the planner, actually, with a tutorial, but it looks a bit different actually. I'll show you because it's quite fun. This is the planner version. It's facing the other way. And I didn't do metallic on the chest because I did actually, I think it's metallic pencil, not I didn't try and make it gold, but anyway, that's just a bit of fun. So that's that one. I did that one quite a long time ago, but it is one that I enjoy doing. Now this one I did quite recently actually. I had fun with this. Our fox and squirrel decided to pair them up, make them look, you know, like a double page spread with a sort of soft pastel background. The pastel in the camera, it looks a bit dirty. In real, it's quite a sort of orangey, yellowy, you know, I tried to use the same colours that I used in the animals really, so that was fun. Now this one was done with a colour cube card, so we had a sort of rust colour, we had a sort of gold, and the green and orange, and this sort of colour. So it was a lot of fun actually, and I really like this page anyway, so it was good fun to colour that one. I'm not sure about Mr. Orange Snail. He's quite bright, isn't he? Now again, this one is a tutorial. It's fun. It's got quite mucky from this side, but this side I did actually is a buddy colour, I think, and I love this page. And I used my polychroma, spent quite a long time on it. You can see really that it's I've spent longer on it than maybe some of the others, but I enjoyed it. And my gold mushrooms I think look really fab. I'd want one. Cup in the vase on the mantelpiece. That one again is a tutorial you can look at. This one I wanted to look like a stained glass window, so I used glitter pens for most of it, and then obviously a black for the edge. Just a bit different really. This was a video that I did to test out my, I'm looking, Polycolour pencils, I think. Maybe it was my Staedtlers. Not sure. So the colours are quite varied. Usually I try and keep to a sort of limited palette, and obviously I haven't done any sort of thing with the background or anything. It was just a test page, but it was fun. Now this one you can see is metallic. It's just metallic gel pens, so that was fun. Whereas this one has a metallic gel pen in the background, but soft pastel clouds, and the I'm not sure, it's Derwent pencils for the actual dragonfly. There's loads of glitter all over the page, but I can't work out what was glittery. Don't know. So anyway, that was fun. This one I have done lots of times actually. It's rather fun. I do love this tree. I don't know why. I really enjoy colouring that tree. Who knows why? This one I used for a few step-by-step tutorials. This here, and this here, and this here, and the bottle I think. And they are available in my Ko-fi shop as with photos and words rather than a spoken video tutorial for anyone who prefers that sort of thing. So there's a few in there, and the rest of it I just did not on camera. This one was done with two. I had a Pablo pencil to try, so that was pretty much trying out that Pablo pencil on that page. This one, oops, is done with that's Holbein pastel pencils there. I'm not sure about those poor green birds. They don't look too well, do they? I was going to do them black, but I wanted to try out every colour. I think this was actually a video where I tried out the Holbein pencils, so it's that one. Now this is done with Prismacolor, I think. Not sure. Yeah, I think so. Much more vibrant, as you can see. That's fun. This one, I can't remember doing this one at all. There's a bit of yellow cloud in the background. Don't know what pencils I've used. Looks like it could be Staedtler. Here for this one there is a video tutorial for the gold feather. There's one for this one, which is a step-by-step written tutorial in my Ko-fi shop, and the others are, I think it's those two are on my on YouTube. By the way, Ko-fi shop, everything is free, so if you want to go and investigate you can. The link is in the description. Plain little leaves. Now this tree, I'm always a bit don't know what to do with it, so I decided to keep the tree conventional and make a shiny gold an entrance so that something exciting is inside. And the little dot bits are done in a shiny pen because, yeah, I didn't know what else to do. I thought it was quite fun. Now this one is again a tutorial that was rather fun, and this was done again with a limited colour palette, a Sarah Renee Clark colour cube card, just because I never know what to do with this one, so I grabbed a card. What I'm doing with my colour cube cards is I'm working through them in number order, so I just grab the next one and go for it, so it could be anything, so it's rather fun. Yeah, this one I did just the other day. This was actually the very last page I finished in the book. I have done it a lot of times for the planner, in my other books and things like that, and I wasn't really sure what to do, so I decided to keep a limited colour palette to make it easier. So all the tree trunks, all the wood, the leaves, the doors, the windows are all the same, the roofs are all the same, and then I just put some pastel in the background just to make it look like we're sort of looking back through into a forest a bit more, because there's sort of greens and browns. So that's what I did for that one, kept it quite simple. This one as well, I wanted to keep simple. I'm never sure what colour to colour a castle. I really have no clue. So yeah, I went all blue this time. And I just did the same sort of background on both, although I just put the yellow around the telescope. Maybe I should have brought it down a bit. Looking at it in the camera, it looks maybe a little bit old, but kept all the leaves just one pencil all the same because they were so daunting. Just went for it, colour, and it just, you know, and just it was fun. And then I've put a bit of pastel behind it all. So. Again, we've got a pastel background here. A limited palette. I used Norris pencils for this. They're quite a faint colour. There's a few bits I didn't do. The tablecloth and the skull, I left them white, and the bone, I purposely left them white. But you can see that it's quite a less vibrant vibe because of the Norris pencil. In fact, the green almost goes into the green background. But yeah, I just wanted to try them out again. I haven't used them for ages. Now this page is interesting. This soil was coloured with my brown magic pencil, so the colour isn't even throughout, and I thought that was quite realistic with regards to what soil would look like. I didn't smooth the soil. I left it so that it looks quite bitty because I was thinking rocks and things like that. Inside the tunnel I also used a magic pencil, but a grey and black one, so you can see the colour isn't the same throughout, but I smoothed that one a little bit with the blender. And if you look closely you can see the difference, between the smoothed and not smoothed. And I also used the blue magic pencil for the sky, but I did a few layers you can't really see. Perhaps you can. And I used Staedtler for the rest because the detail is tiny. You have to have a really, really tiny pencil. So I did that, so that was interesting. Now this one I used Giorgione pencils. I kind of regretted it because I don't really like the way they went down. They're a bit too dark, and I don't know, they almost look like it's done in pen, which some pen pictures are amazing, but that's not what I was looking for in this picture. But anyway, that was that. Now this one is a little video and this one isn't, but I'm trying to see what I used, I'm not sure, but I had fun doing the sunset and the different things in that one. It was good fun. Now the frog, he is a video tutorial. I think there's 3 parts, and you can see all the dragonflies are done in the same colour. There's no background, but I have done one with a background, but I didn't with this one. I just kept him plain. I wanted him to just stand out, you know. That was fun. This is the little tutorial there for you. That was a fun one, and I love this picture. I've done it so many times, it's such good fun. So that's another sort of version of it. And this one again is a tutorial somewhere. This picture again I really like. I've done it in lots of different ways, but this one I wanted to go really bright, as you can see. I did it quite a long time ago, so I can't remember what I used. I'm suspecting it was probably Staedtler just because of the size. May have been polychromos actually. So that's a fun one. Again, this one a tutorial, quite handy if you want autumnal colours. Now this one is done in gel pen. Now I don't tend to colour a lot in gel pen. I have been a little bit more lately. Actually it's not gel pen at all. That is done in Triplus fine liners, the leaves. And all I've done is outline them. I haven't coloured them in, just the trees are coloured in. And I was trying to, that's right, I was trying to blend them here, going from orange to yellow, and it went through the page. I remember that. Now there's a little bit of gold and silver, so you can see there where it went through the page. It's only a little tiny bit, but I didn't try that again. There's a tutorial for these blue eggs, but for this side I just kept him brown. I'm trying to remember if there's a video for that. I don't know, but I've done him in lots of different ways over the years, but I just wanted him to look brown for a change, and I enjoyed that. There's a video for this one, but not for this one. This one I also feels looks Christmassy. It's got a bit of holly, so that's rather fun. That's that one. Now these two are fairly recent. Now the ones that I've done more recently are pictures that I haven't, you know, the ones you do first in the book tend to be the ones that are your favourites. I never ever know what to do with this picture. I just don't really know whether these are supposed to be leaves or what it's supposed to really be. I took a colour cube card which had this sort of red, blue, yellow, and I'm not sure it worked, to be honest, but I had a go. This one is done in Brute Funa metallic pencils, which was rather fun. I kept the green, the leaves all the same green. I only got a set of 12, so there's only 2 greens. So, and the other green didn't match the horses, the unicorns, so I kept it quite plain and simple, but it's fun. The little cute one, there's a little tutorial for that. And this one, because the leaves are so small, I just kept the colour the same throughout. Now this one I did quite recently. Again, another castle. I just don't know how to colour them. So I just did that colour, but I had lots of fun with all the greens. And this sort of grey, I tried to make it look a bit like it was a stone border. I don't know why, because these I think are gargoyles, so that's why I did that. There is a video for this one. There is also a video for this one, but not the specific one, which is done in gel pen. There was one on a planner, I think might have been last year, so there's a video. Now there is one for this. He is so teeny tiny, but there is a video. And here are our gargoyles, and a bit of gold pencil on that one. Kept quite plain. I always feel that the background should be black sky, but it's really difficult to do it behind all this and to make it work, so I left it white. Yep, video for that one. This one was fun, trying to make it look a little bit goldeny, but it doesn't look gold, but you know, and then some silvery look. It's not that good, but I know I had a lot of fun. These bits look quite good, but perhaps not so much that one. But anyway, I enjoyed it. This one, there's a video for him. And this one I did while watching TV, but I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing him. Now this one is done with Giorgione pencils. I don't normally colour this page because there's so much black in it. It doesn't always feel like it needs to be coloured. But I grabbed some of my favourite colours and, well, in this sort of purpley, pinky, bluey range, and did that one. Now this is done in Brute Funa metallics. It was again one that I left quite near the end because it's quite a daunting page. This dragon I've coloured about 4 times now because obviously in the Enchanted Forest books, there's 2 in each book, and I've coloured 2 books. And in one of my versions of Enchanted Forest, there was a pull-out poster of the dragon in twice the size. So I have done him a lot of times, so I kept this one really simple and really had fun. That was good. Yeah, here's a little tutorial. But this page I really enjoy colouring. I don't know what it is. There's something about the way the 3D is drawn in 3D. Some of the 3D doesn't quite work, but I just had a lot of fun with that one. I just like the grey, the stonework, the door, everything is just fun to colour. So that was good. Now this is one of the pictures in the book that isn't in the original Enchanted Forest, so obviously that makes it a lot of fun to colour. I can't remember whether I did a tutorial for either or both of these pages. I don't know, but I had fun with the sky here, mixing up some colours. I think those are Ergosoft. I should imagine that's light magenta, although there might be stud of pink and don't know. Anyway, that's that one. And this bear, he's quite plain, and so I gave him some glitter. These are gold stickles on the border, just for a bit of fun, and to make him a bit more exciting, because this chappie's got all his plants and things growing on him. I think I did a video for that one, so just wanted to make him a bit different. And at the very end, I just coloured that one in quite simply. Again, I didn't do the inside cover, but that is another finished book. I really like finishing books and showing you. I hope that was okay. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like, drop me a little comment. It's always nice to read your feedback, and I do try and respond to everyone if I can. So thank you so much for watching. Have a really lovely day and happy colouring.